Hi yogis. So today I wanted to do a practice for people who are menstruating, who have their period, who might be feeling cramps or pain or bloating. I don't know about you, but when I get my period, it can be pretty brutal. And I can't do the usual yoga practice that I might do. The usual kind of twists and inversions and back bends are just not going to happen. So I have found some postures and some practices that help me relax and remind myself that it's okay, that it hurts today, and hopefully it won't hurt tomorrow. So this practice is for you if you're feeling kind of crappy on your period and you just want to relax and to kind of release some of what might be going on. You won't really need any props for this practice. The whole thing is going to be sitting down and laying down on your mat. We will be doing legs up the wall, so if you want to practice near a wall, that might be a good idea. And for Shavasana, because this practice is all about being comfortable and prioritizing comfort, if you want to have a bolster or even just a blanket rolled up really tight that you can slide under your knees, or even a pillow, for Shavasana. And another option is to have a blanket nearby that you can put over yourself so you can be nice and warm and cozy in your Shavasana. Those are some ideas, but none of those things are mandatory. And if you're on your period and you're feeling kind of worn out, then I hope this practice helps you feel more comfortable in your body. So if you're ready to go, I will see you on your mat. To begin, we'll come to sit down on our knees, just like this, with your knees together or just slightly relaxed. If this is not accessible to you, you can begin in a cross-legged or other comfortable seated pose. Otherwise, place your hands palms down on the tops of your thighs. Roll your shoulders back a few times to release any tension. Allow your eyes to settle down and close. Seal your lips and begin to breathe in and out gently through your nose. Allowing yourself to just start to settle down into a quiet place. And then start to roll out your neck, bringing your left ear to left shoulder, rolling your head back, around, down, and chin to chest. Making the movement easy and gentle. Focus on feeling comfortable in your body, on finding places where it feels really good to stretch it out, and really lean into that good feeling. That feeling of being nice to yourself. That feeling of being gentle. And then roll your neck in the other direction. Still here, focusing on being kind to yourself and feeling good in your body, on finding the places where it feels nice to just stretch it out. And then bring your head back to center. Settle your hips down into your heels. And bring your attention back to that breath. And as you're seated here, and especially if you're feeling cramps today or you're feeling discomfort in your low back, I want you to send an intention of healing and warmth and kindness down into that lower part of your abdomen in the space where it hurts. Send your awareness there. And just send a sense of comfort, a sense of love, a sense of gratitude for what your body is doing for you. That even though it's painful, even though it's uncomfortable, it's okay. It's a positive thing that our bodies can do this. It's something that we can feel gratitude for. And then gently flutter your eyelids open. And we'll shift our weight and come into Vajrasana, or butterfly pose. For this butterfly pose, it's not so much about the stretch of the inner hips, although it definitely can be, but more about creating space around the womb to let that tension go. So if you need to kind of extend your heels out further than you might normally, that's totally fine. Again, in this practice, I want you to prioritize comfort. So wherever you are, you can basket your hands under your feet, which is what I like to do. Sit up nice and straight and tall. And with every inhale, focus on relaxing your belly. And with every exhale, focus on letting that tension go. Inhale, belly expands, release. Don't worry about the bloating. Don't worry about the pain. Exhale, letting tension go. Prioritizing being gentle with ourselves and our bodies. Not worrying about making this an intense stretch or needing to feel like this posture will fix everything. But just taking a moment to let things go. And then releasing your hands from your feet. A really subtle shift here, but we're just going to come into a cross-legged position. And we're going to do a super gentle twist. And twists are not for everybody. If your abdomen, if your uterus hurts a lot, if you're having a lot of cramping and bloating, this might not feel good for you. And so then I would encourage you to just sit with eyes closed in this nice open posture, or maybe even return to Vajrasana and just enjoy the relaxation. But if you want to try to release, and this could be helpful if you have low back pain, inhale, sit up nice and straight and tall, and then bring left hand to your right knee, so across your body. Right hand can come behind to the base of the spine or a little out. Again, we're inhaling straight and tall, and we're going to exhale, and we're just going to twist open, bringing that right shoulder back to encourage a nice twisting across the abdomen, a nice feeling of rinsing out everything that's going on in there. And then inhale, we'll come back to center, and exhale. And then on our next inhale, again, this time right hand comes across to left knee. Left hand can come behind, up nice and tall, and exhale, twist it open. Inhale up nice and tall. Exhale, twist it open. Inhale brings us back to center. Exhale. Notice if that feels any discomfort. If you cause any discomfort, feel free to take the next round as a break. But if you like the twist, inhale, stretch up again. Left hand to right knee. Right arm behind, stretch up toward the sky, and exhale, twist open. Inhale stretches you up toward the sky. Exhale, twist. Inhale brings us back to center. Exhale here. And then on the other side, inhale, right arm, left knee, left hand goes behind. Stretch up toward the ceiling. Exhale, twist. Inhale, up toward the ceiling. Exhale, twist. And inhale back to center. And exhale. From here, the rest of the practice will be on the ground. If you want to have a blanket or a bolster, or both, for the Shavasana at the end of practice, I encourage you to have them easily accessible so you don't have to get up and move around at the end of class. But either way, we're going to come to lay down. Arms out by our sides. Just take a breath here. Let the body adapt to laying on the ground. Notice if you feel any tension in your low back. And then bring your knees up, feet flat on the floor. And then bring your feet together and open your legs wide in Supta Vajrasana or Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly pose. This may open up your hips in a different way than it did when we were sitting. And what I like to do, especially when I'm on my cycle, is to bring my hands and make a kind of, basically just rest them on my low belly, but it makes a kind of little diamond. And I think you get that little bit of heat from your hands. And it just helps me visualize sending some healing energy into my belly. Encouraging those muscles to relax. And if certain things release, if things get moved around in your body during this, that's totally normal, totally fine. Make this practice all about acceptance, accepting where your body is, accepting that it's doing its best for you, and prioritizing that gentleness. And then maybe you use your hands to assist, bring your thighs back together. And now we're going to do a legs up the wall, or you can just do a floating legs in the air posture if you're not near the wall. But since I'm right next to the wall in my studio, I'm going to rotate. This might send my head out of frame. For legs up the wall, you don't need to get your hips too close. Just close enough that you can feel comfortable. Bring your heels to rest on the wall. Arms out, palms face the sky. Maybe you tuck your chin to release your neck. And for this one, I really notice a nice release in my low back. Honestly, I could lay here for hours. Just allowing the weight of your legs to push your low back into the floor. Just that little bit of added pressure to massage away any of the pain you might be feeling, any of the tension. Allow your legs to feel nice and weightless, free and gentle. Allow your breath to be deep and slow. Allow your mind to sink down into a quiet place. If you're feeling tired today, if you're feeling low energy, I invite you to feel acceptance of that. To allow that it's okay to feel tired when your body is working this hard. That it's not something you need to feel bad about. Take one more long breath in and one more long exhale, enjoying the release, the comfort. And then very slowly bring your legs down off the wall. If you shifted your weight, come back to lay normally on the mat. And for those of us who want it, we'll do one more gentle twist. If you're not going to do a twist because it's too uncomfortable, I invite you to bring your feet wide and bring your knees together, kind of in this knock-knee position. Place your hands on your abdomen and focus on your breath. But if you'd like to join me for a very gentle twist, we'll hug both knees in very, very lightly. Extend left leg long on the mat. Right leg can cross over, but instead of hugging it close to you to cross it over so it's kind of extended to avoid putting too much pressure on your lower abdomen. And just relax here and allow yourself to have this release of your low spine. Bolster. If the twist is too deep, feel free to release it till you feel comfortable. Remember, the priority here is on comfort and accepting your body where it is today. And then inhale, come back to center. Slowly as you need. Bring both knees in. Maybe bring them nice and wide so you don't press any tension on the low belly. And then this time, right leg goes nice and long. Left knee hugs in. Release a little. And bring it across your body. Releasing the low back. Even for me on this side, I feel too much pressure on my low abdomen. So you can see my left leg is nice and long. I'm really not trying to put any pressure on my belly at all. And again, allowing yourself to just relax. Inhale is going to bring us back to center one more time. Maybe if you want to, you squeeze those knees in nice and wide. Give those hips a squeeze. And then to release, we'll bring our feet wide, knees knocked together. This should feel really effortless to sit like this or to lay like this. Hands come down on the palms. Hands come down. Hands come down on the belly. Palms down. And we're going to do a few rounds of equal breathing. So we're going to inhale for 4 and exhale for 4. And if you want to do a different pace than me, that's totally fine. The goal here is to focus on counting and making our breathing nice and equal. And on each inhale, we're going to really exaggerate how the belly rises to try to release any tension that's in there. And on the exhale, keep it nice and gentle. So to begin, exhale all the air out. And then we'll inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Belly nice and big. And exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd encourage you to continue at your own pace for a few more rounds. Really keeping that focus on your breath for all 4 counts. Focusing on expanding your belly, releasing, allowing it to take up the space that it wants and needs to take up today. And exhaling, letting all the tension go. Take one more round of breath here. And let your breathing return to normal. And we'll make our way into Shavasana. If you have a bolster or a blanket that you've rolled up tight like I have, you can slide it under your knees and it will make your Shavasana just a little bit more comfortable. It helps release the low back. If you want to put a blanket over you or have a sweatshirt on like I do, whatever you need to make this a really, truly comfortable Shavasana. Take a moment to get nice and settled. And then once you're laying down, you can tuck your chin to release your neck. Lay with your palms facing the sky. Hips are nice and released. Allow yourself to just sink into the floor. Taking a few more minutes to honor the work that your body is doing. To give your body the space it needs to relax, to process this period of change. To accept that the cramps, that the tension, that the pain is all part of it. But we can still feel gratitude. We can still choose to feel gratitude and to prioritize comfort. And I encourage you to stay in Shavasana for as long as you need. But for now, I'm going to close this video with 3 Om chants that I hope will aid in your relaxation. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. this practice brings you comfort and relaxation. Namaste.